Before I get into it, you can get 10% off games. Just use promo code VRReviews at checkout to save yourself some money. And if you're after a Quest 3 or Quest 3S, you can get $30 in free Quest cash when you use my affiliate links to purchase one. Details in the description. This is Reach VR, nDreams' most ambitious title yet. In this game you play as a reluctant hero, this stunt double who seems to be the only person qualified to uncover the secrets of this underground civilization. You'll be taking on mythical threats, exploring ancient ruins and using your hands of steel to zipline your backside from platform to platform. So in terms of the whole setting and the plot, think Indiana Jones meets Tron with a bit of Forgotten City added in. There's lots of traversal, some arcade style combat and a few puzzles, kind of, something which I'll get to a bit later. So what you do, you'll find yourself traversing and platforming throughout the game. Think ledge grabbing, shimmying and crawling. It actually gave me major classic Tomb Raider vibes, only this time Lara's not punishing me for missing a pixel perfect jump. And there'll be moments where you have this kind of arena style combat and you get quite a few gadgets in order to do this kind of stuff. So you have grappling hooks which help you platform and do things like grapple weapons off enemies, a magical bow to take out enemies Rambo style that can also be used to climb special walls, and this cool little boomerang shield. You can use it to defend, attack and also as a makeshift ledge for platforming. Now the platforming is really good. For the most part it works quite well, it's fairly smooth, the controls do what they're supposed to, and the traversal mechanics are surprisingly solid too. Jumping by holding a button and throwing your arms in the air actually feels pretty great. But if your VR legs are made of noodles, then this game might turn them into spaghetti even with the comfort options available. So you might want to reconsider this one if intense VR game experiences are not your kind of thing. And like I say, the combat itself is also quite fun. It's fast, it's fluid, and you got different styles of attacks to mix things up. So you can go in there all gun-ho or go for the stealthy approach. And along with the grapple, the shield and the bow, there's a variety of different arrows that you can use for different occasions. Now the enemies, they can be a little bit dumb sometimes. They're not going to be winning any tactical awards anytime soon. Some of them forget that cover even exists. But one thing I will say for the combat is that it does make you feel quite powerful. And the weapons generally feel quite good to handle, and it is fun to mix it up with different ways to dispatch your foes using your shield, bow, grappling hook or gun. So earlier on I did mention puzzles. Now the puzzles are more like connect the dots than kind of Einstein level brain scratchers. They're functional, but they're not exactly mind-blowing. They do break up the action nicely though. Just don't expect to feel like Sherlock Holmes when you solve one of them. Now I am playing an early access version of this game, so just to keep that in mind. But the visuals, they look decent. They won't melt your eyeballs or anything. And you can clearly see it's been optimized for Meta Quest. So compared to the PC, of course, it is a noticeable downgrade. However, while there were some dodgy visuals, the visuals were mostly quite impressive, and even some parts of this game that actually really wowed me. So visuals definitely get a pass from me. One of the things I did notice as well is some frame rate drops where things kind of slowed down. Even when I'm not recording, I had that happen to me, and it tended to happen mainly in those open areas, probably those areas that are taking a bit more processing power. But like I said, this is the press release version that I'm playing, so that might be something they iron out a bit after release. Oh, and the other drawback here is that the main character narrates like she's auditioning for a podcast. She just doesn't stop talking. And like, I get it, you know, some narration is needed to move the story on, but there's a lot of unnecessary narration, like telling me obvious things and not giving me a chance to kind of figure it out for myself.
Those doors look like they could be pried open. Oh my god.
The constant chatter did affect the immersion for me. And the story itself isn't exactly anything amazing. If you're a story snob, then there's nothing here that's going to really wow you, in my opinion. But the story is enough to hold things together. And you do get a full-length campaign here, so I'm talking 6, 7, 8 hours, especially if you're looking to find all the hidden items and all the upgrades, or if you set the game to its hardest difficulty.
Get me the real actress on set, go straight for the top.
And I feel it's great to have more VR games with these kind of full-on campaign options, so that's definitely a plus for me. Now the final verdict, so if you love platforming, if you love arcade-style combat, and you don't mind a protagonist who narrates like she's got a podcast sponsorship, then Reach VR is a solid pick. It's packed with content. There's a full-length story mode here, enough action, both platforming action and combat action, to keep you engaged throughout. And it's great for anyone who really likes a bit of adrenaline in their VR games, enjoys action, parkour, and boomerang shields, this is one to check out. However, if you are chasing a deep storytelling experience or brain-bending puzzles that are really going to challenge you, or if simply watching a Spider-Man movie is enough to trigger your motion sickness, then maybe you'd want to sit this one out. So this is a thumbs up for me. I do recommend this one. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. If you have enjoyed the video, remember to give it a thumbs up, and you might even consider subscribing. Thank you for watching as always, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye for now.